now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
65 catch. Red.
Now Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Willis to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. The slot man in motion right.
19 Lions. Warriors 17.
Throwing, Willis. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. In motion, Hill. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Ready?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And give him a gain of 37.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Back to 60. Back to 60.
A give up the middle, Hubbard.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
7 Pirates. 18 Rattlers. 18 Rattlers.
Here's Willis.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Willis to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Willis, he'll look to throw it.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
Willis, gotta have this one.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Miami, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.